It's Friday night, and what the fuck are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're sitting home dreaming about sweaty, built men in underwear. And who better to do it with than the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast? And here's your host, Iconoclast and Dick Taco.
Welcome to the newest episode of the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast. I'm Iconoclast.
Why'd you just get a southern accent all of a sudden? And I am your host, Dick Taco.
Well, today's a very special episode because later on we will be doing the first ever class of the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast Hall of Shame.
Oh yeah, it's not a Hall of Fame, it's a motherfucking Hall of Shame. And it is going to take up the bulk of this episode here. But before that, did you get enough sleep there, Prince Valium?
Yes.
Okay, you should. You sound more chipper.
A cadre of wrestlers and one wrestler's disembodied ass.
Yeah. Well, we had to get a ruling on that from the Lucha Libre Jedi Council, but they decided in our favor.
Again, it's a real thing, though. Like, that's the craziest thing.
Oh, the Lucha thing? I know. That's why I make jokes about it, because it is a real fucking thing. And Ray should thank them that they let him put the mask back on, because he is fucking ugly. The fucking
Oscar Gutierrez?
He looks like every other Spanish little dude. When he was in the Filthy Animals wearing those big pants, he looked like every other Spanish guy that would knife you that I know of. So, I'm sorry. I wasn't impressed.
Part of that was, not all of that's him, a lot of that's, the late WCW not giving him a good look.
Oh, I will tell you one thing, though, about when he took the mask off and he kept wrestling and all that. Remember I told you, me, Kevin, and Phil, we used to always watch, like, Nitro and Raw and go back and forth and all that shit. He fought Scott Norton, and Kevin was warming up for an ass beating, because Kevin loves Scott Norton. And then Rey Mysterio beat him on Nitro. He was so fucking pissed off. He goes, no, there is no God. I mean, a year before that, Paul White came out and beat Rey Mysterio while he was smoking a cigarette. It was hysterical.
Who?
Paul White, the Giant.
Oh.
The year before he came out smoking a cigarette and did not put it out and beat up Rey Mysterio. So, but anyway, yeah.
Kevin Nash also threw him into a trailer.
Nothing. Oh my God! I thought he was going to throw him through the fucking window of the trailer. He was so little, he would have fit. Yeah, we are going to do the Hall of Shame tonight. It's the thing we've been talking about, Christ, for at least 6 months. We've been talking about it.
Well, we've been building up a class.
Oh, a class. It's a lot of class, but it's all low. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, we started talking about it on the phone one night when we were bullshit, because it all goes back to WoW in 1989, folks. That's all I got to tell you. But anyway, before we do that, we got a lot of news to go through here, so let's get to it. All right, let's start off with your beloved AEW nephew. How about Queen Aminata signing a 3-year deal with AEW?
He's been getting a lot of time on TV.
Yeah, I mean, Tony says he doesn't have enough women talent, except for the 40 he has on roster. He has more women on the roster than the whole fucking that TV show Glow back in the day. Which that show, your great grandfather used to love that show. Gorgeous women, gorgeous ladies of wrestling. It used to be on like Saturday night at like midnight.
It's crazy, brother.
Oh, God, you're going to keep it going even after he dies, huh? Eddie Kingston looks almost unrecognizable as he prepares for a return to ring. Have you seen him lately?
And all I've seen is he has a giant beard.
Yeah, he's great, but he's older, so I mean, I don't think it's that. All right, all the news that pisses me off. Gates of Agony resigned with EAW. Who?
Oh, Leona and Bishop Khan.
Who? Bishop, Khan. Khan and Tia Leone. The girl, the actress. Okay. So,
well, now they're with Ricochet. They're kind of like Ricochet's muscle.
I got to talk about Ricochet in a couple minutes anyway, because I got it. Not really against him. Not really against him. And let me tell you, anything I pick on about AEW this week, I just want to preface everything by saying this. Do not think I take anything away from their recent success. Because I think they're doing very good. They're going to sell out. They're going to have 17,000, it's looking like, for Forbidden Door. And that's per WrestleTick, so it's a accredited source. So
because they have, because on one side you have a company that just has, that has good wrestling. And on the other side you have the Fed, which is, has influencers in the front row, ads everywhere, Prime energy drink.
AEW has ads too, DraftKings. Not as bad, but everybody's got to make money.
Come on.
WWE is shameless over it, though. You're right. Like, when is enough money?
AEW's ads are non-existent compared to WWE's. In terms of ads, actually, during the show, not commercials, they have like 2.
Yeah, AEW keeps the action going through the commercials, too, which I like that. So,
Picture-in-picture, don't go anywhere.
Picture-in-picture, don't go anywhere, especially during one of the Death Riders' entrances, because they're coming from fucking 2 blocks away. They're coming from down the street. Mud show piece of shit. Jim Ross's contract is up right now, and he hopes to re-sign. I don't know if he wrote he hopes to re-sign or he hopes to resign. I can't tell.
Look, I like JR, but it's time for him. He's old.
I know. Let him just retire gracefully. Groom some other, groom Nigel to be around, actually, make Excalibur. Oh, don't fucking start, man. He signed a 5-year deal. What is up with that? Why are they... Why? I feel like the guy at the home with the stroke who pulls the fire alarm if you don't give him his money, because all he says is, why? That's what I think of when I hear Matt Menard signed a 5-year deal.
Because apparently he has transitioned into a very supportive role backstage.
Supportive? He's an athletic supporter, huh?
What's an athletic supporter?
It's a cup. It's a jockstrap. Joke. It's a joke, just like Matt Menard. Hurt Syndicate apparently has backstage heat for not wanting to lose to people half their size.
What is your source on that? What is your source?
I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
Oh, fuck you, man.
I didn't know I had to submit a bibliography or parenthetical citation with the format. Do I have to fucking do that every week now? It's bad enough trying to get you on the phone.
When you call me when I'm in the middle of my after dinner nap.
What are you so tired from, anyway?
I don't know.
Life got you down? Oh, you have no idea. Did you see the Cope Christian reunion?
Yes, I did. It was very touching.
Is that what you felt about it?
Yeah.
Did you read my comments about it?
Yes, you said that Spike was too big.
Oh, no. Before that, I saw the Cope Christian reunion on the 813 Dynamite at what looked to be the Poughkeepsie Dinner Theater. Christian comes out with the spiked board that weighs more than he does, and the small crowd chants, hug it out, which they do, to a golf clap, which that is an accurate fucking description, because I watched the whole episode of Dynamite.
Well, Poughkeepsie Dinner Theater.
It was just, you know what I mean? It looked like the way it was set up. Even against...
They run smaller venues. It's a better crowd.
I know, but it looked like they were in the middle of a fucking roller rink with nobody on the floor, is what the way they had it set up. I didn't look like there was nobody. It didn't look like there was not anybody there. It just looked. Hey, this isn't Samhain where they were in the fucking Masonic Hall with, people just, where they didn't even have actual seats. They had tables set up. That, you know what? We're sitting. You've been telling me for the last year that you don't get the NWA pay-per-views anymore because they don't do them and they just make them parts of Power. But I could see why, because they're like, why the fuck are we going to pay a cameraman? If you watch Samhain 1, the whole job of a cameraman is to shoot and make the crowd look large, especially if it's not a sellout crowd. You couldn't shoot anywhere there. There was 200 fucking people, if that.
And also on Power, there's no one fucking there. There's a front row of people, and that's it.
How about they had 200 people at it at the Cleveland Masonic Hall, and they had 200 pay-per-view buys, which means only 400 people in the whole fucking planet saw that shit, and I'm one of them. Well, no, I didn't pay for it. I'm an extra.
There were more people at the 2001 King of the Indies tournament than there were at NWA Samhain.
There was more people at your middle cousin's pre-K graduation the other month. I mean, than was at that fucking thing.
There were more people at my high school graduation. There were more people.
You went to a big high school, though. You went to a big high school, so.
Okay, there were more people at my middle school graduation than there were at NWA Samhain.
All right. Did you hear that Shayna Baszler's open to joining AEW?
I don't think that's an entirely bad idea.
I don't either. She's a fucking ass kicker. Be all hail Dykezilla.
You know what? I would like to see her wrestle Marina Shafir. That would be
kill
stiff.
The thing is, though, Shayna Baszler would walk in there being able to kick most of their asses. The one I like out of all the women, I was thinking about when I was watching that Carnage Rules intro I made for the show for a couple weeks. Watching Willow. Willow is fucking something, dude. She is fearless. Willow Nightingale. She is fucking fearless.
Big black and jacked.
She does she reminds me of Kevin Owens, but she looks like Shirley Hemphill. So.
Who's Shirley Hemphill?
She was the waitress on What's Happening in the 70s. The Black Show. It was on Channel 29 when I was a kid on the weekend or some shit. Ace Austin makes AEW debut. Recently performed for Scott D'Amore's MLP. Yeah, and they booked him to lose to Ricochet. Why isn't he wrestling?
It wasn't a clean loss.
I don't care. Why isn't he wrestling like Shitty Lee Johnson or somebody in Sweatpants Promotions or Swim Trunks Promotions? Isn't that why we keep these guys? The Dark Order. Roll them out there. It's I'm watching, because I stole it off the internet, WWF WrestleFest 88 last night, right? From Milwaukee County Stadium. And it's the Big Boss Man's debut for the WWF. But he wrestles fucking Scott Casey. Scott Casey's a loser. This is why you keep these guys around. Lee Moriarty, you don't give him a fucking belt. You belt him one. That's what you do.
He's the Ring of Honor pure champion.
He's pure shit is what he is.
He's the best person in Swim Trunks Promotions.
Tiger Style!
Yeah, it's him, Shane Taylor, Chloe Bravo, Sean Dean, and Trish Adora.
Wait a minute. Isn't Sean Dean in that shitty Master P and the No Limit Soldiers ripoff? What's their name?
The Infantry.
Oh! You don't even think, it doesn't even sound like it would be two black guys. It's terrible.
No, but the Infantry used to be their own tag thing.
Fuck them.
But now they're part of Shane Taylor Promotions.
Oh God, that's their fucking problem, dude.
And Shane Taylor is. I wonder if at Forbidden Door he's going to continue his pre-show streak of always wrestling on the pre-show. And the first match on the pre-show too. The one that they don't even add to the show until like the night before when Tony announces it on Twitter.
Oh my God. Now you know FTR and Bandito are winning tomorrow night. Or no, FTR's beating Brodito tomorrow night. You know, right?
I don't know. I could see it going either way.
What are you, a fucking idiot? Who do you want to see? Hurt Syndicate versus FTR, that's a marquee matchup. Or Hurt Syndicate versus Bandito, the fucking worthless Ring of Honor world champion, and Brody King, who's kind of lost in the stats. That belt doesn't mean that belt ain't worth a velvet Peyton.
Have you been watching? Have you been watching the fucking tag tournament? Brodito's been doing pretty good.
I just want to tell you that Ring of Honor world title ain't worth a velvet Peyton of a whale and the dolphin getting it on. All right? That's all I got.
What the fuck is that a reference to?
Ricky Bobby. You ain't first, you're last. And finally, in AEW news, Chris Jericho AEW contract expires in December.
Please! Oh, God! Please!
It gets worse. He said he's open to a WWE return.
Good! Fucking send him back there. Maybe he can have a match with Travis Scott.
Oh, God.
Or I show speed.
You know what that makes me think of? Do you remember the 1 week you had it? I was when we first started doing the show because MJF was still champ. And you were talking about you hadn't watched it a couple of weeks, and I had to tell you that MJF was defending the title against Daniel Garcia the next week. And I played that. What the fuck is that? And you were quiet for so long. And you were like, what the? What?
Yeah, MJF's world title reign had some pretty dark moments.
You were like Brendan Stepbrothers. What the fuck happened?
Like when he just randomly defended the belt against Kenny Omega on an episode of Collision.
Yeah, like why don't you just go to the Frank Sinatra rest stop on the Parkway?
No, but like that should have been like that's an all-in main event right there.
Yeah, don't give it away for nothing.
Don't be WCW, which, I mean, nowadays WWF is increasingly becoming more and more like late WCW. Triple H is morphing into Vince Russo as we speak.
Please, God, no. But anyway.
With his obsession with work shoot storylines.
Yeah, but you know what? That's good that you don't know what's going on. It makes you want to tune in.
No, but then the guys in the... this is the exact mistakes that Russo made, and look what happened to WCW.
Yeah, who cares? Somebody's got to go down. Maybe they'll go down finally. But let's talk about the Fed right now. Bobby Roode and Michael Hayes produced the Uso Reigns versus the Bronsons match at SummerSlam.
The Bronsons.
That what they're called?
Mark Henry's handling the Big Johnson.
Talk to me about why anybody thinks Karrion Kross is fucking anybody, dude. Like, why are we even talking? I don't know. Like, he made this up all on his fucking own. It's like accidental text on purpose.
It's like, apparently people think that he's a good promo.
He does a good Jesse Ventura impression, that's for damn sure. I've heard that before.
Like, apparently people think that he's a good promo, and I guess he's been able to, like, rally up a real cult following as a wrestler, but I don't know, maybe it's like the Ray Phoenix when he was stuck in AEW kind of thing, where he was like posting the pictures but in a straitjacket locked in a basement.
Oh, did you see they added Rusev and Sheamus to fucking Clash in Paris? Like anybody gives a fuck? Nobody cares about either one of those guys.
It's a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match.
Yeah, but they're not any... Nobody cares. I've always been offended by Sheamus being Irish. Like, not everybody is pasty fucking white skin with red hair, you fucks.
And then, Rusev hasn't done anything since going back to WWE. He's been feuding with Alpha Academy.
Yeah, but, like, I don't get all this Karrion Kross shit. I was like, if it's a work, they're really, like, it really is getting brought up entirely too much if it's a work. He's showing these, like, heartfelt videos. Like, you just not talk about it. Go away for a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Well, I saw something. I told you right when we started that, or before we went on the air, I told you that he is booked for a show up in North Jersey.
Yeah, in Rahway, right? I think we should go.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. What date is it? Is it soon or?
Let me open my phone up here.
Yeah, let me see, because this is Rahway's only like, it might be 2 hours, maybe not even. I'd be willing to do that to go see a former WWE guy, especially if this is part of a story. I would love to go.
September 21st. Bell doors meet and greet at 4:30. Bell time at 6 p.m. The 21st is a Sunday. Man, I got school the next day.
All right, it's 2 hours away, and you're not driving. Keep it open.
God, we're gonna go on a journalistic trip to Rahway, New Jersey.
Yes, we are. Beautiful Rahway. At the old exit for Iselin, Metuchen, and Rahway. I think it's like 121 or something.
Maybe we'll get an interview with Karrion Kross.
It's probably about 100 miles. Or a little
if you ever seen the movie Live from Baghdad about journalists during the Iraq War?
Didn't the guys from South Park make it?
No.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
They made like the Book of Mormon. That's the only other thing I'm thinking of that they made. No, but there's a thing in there with Michael Keaton is the main character, and it's a whole thing where they get clearance to go into Kuwait when all the other journalists have to stay in Iraq, and then they get clearance to get an interview with Saddam Hussein, and it's a huge deal. So it's like we're getting an interview with Karrion Kross. We're the one people who can get an interview with Karrion Kross.
Dude, I think we should reach out to that Sure Shot Wrestling and offer any kind of services for them, man. Like
South Shore Wrestling.
Is that what it's called? I never even remember because we stayed for 10 minutes. You fucking douchebags.
We stayed for... Hey, that introduced me to a very interesting match type.
Falls count nowhere?
Falls count somewhere.
But you have to figure it out.
Yeah, so they just had to keep pinning each other all across the venue until only the referee knew what the location was, and it turned out to be underneath the ring.
Yeah, you were paying attention too hard at that point, then, because I could have given a fuck.
That's what I was paying attention to.
Me and your cousin pissed with one of the wrestlers. We get to use the same bathroom. Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of thing that happens at an indie show.
Yeah, but I don't understand about Karrion Kross, like anybody making a big deal out of him. Like I don't think he's that good. And they kept booking him to lose. Like he's like talking like and he's telling his business out loud, you know. And I don't like that about his contract negotiations. Don't fucking talk about that.
It's like who is he, Ryback?
Oh, Ryback, yeah. What's he doing? He's like the world's toughest Mater D or something, isn't he?
Skip Sheffield. He does mukbang streams.
He does what? Snuff bang streams? Snuff films?
No, mukbangs. There are these videos. They're like these streams where people just like eat and gorge themselves on like enormous amounts of food.
Oh, fuck it.
They've been a thing for years.
He's a fucking jerk.
And I'm pretty sure the AI generates his Twitter because they all use Oxford commas.
Oh, really? Talent upset that they were kept in the dark on the Rollins injury. You know what I said about this, right? Fuck them.
Yeah, yes, I disagree with you because you shouldn't be lying to your talent.
Well, you can't. Dude, everybody talks in this day and age. If you want an angle quiet, you got to keep it quiet. Why is the Montreal screw job?
Want to read the dirt sheets? Then don't read the fucking dirt sheets. It's that fucking simple. People just need to stop caring.
Why is the Montreal screw job one of the most polarizing things of WWF or wrestling history, where some people think Brett was sent there on purpose and it was all a work to make the McMahon? Like, that's what I mean. Like, you don't know. Because not everybody was fucking in on it.
Yeah, but then, like, people will ask Triple H about it, and he says with, like, the most smug fucking look on his face, "Oh, well, are you enjoying the show?"
Yeah, well, isn't that what counts?
God, stop fucking sucking Hunter Hearst Helmsley's cock.
No. But isn't that what matters?
No.
What matters?
They can't be lying to their own talent.
Sure they can.
What's going on?
I worked for somebody for 18 years. They treated me like family, and they were like, off you go. Anyway, did you see that WrestlePalooza is going to be revived to go head-to-head with All Out. Now it's getting blatant, which means they're doing something right, because like I'm talking about, fans are threatening to boycott over Brock. This is the time for AEW to strike.
Well, because I was saying, and I was talking to Mother Wayne about this, that I was reading online about this, because apparently they also want to move, they're trying to talk to NBC about moving Saturday night, the last Saturday night's main event of the year, back 2 weeks, so that it goes head-to-head with World's End. And so I was trying to talk to Mother Wayne about this, because I was reading online about the different theories as to why WWE is doing this.
Speaking of theories, Austin Theory removed from WWE roster. Go ahead.
Give it a sound effect.
Oh wait, we need to use this. Hold on, cut it off. We need to use this for more. There's more coming. Trust me.
Again, he wasn't even in the fucking Papa John's ad when all the other soon-to-be unemployed people were.
Papa John, that motherfucker's all cracked, man. He wants to make the pizza, eat the pizza, deliver the pizza, be in the commercial. Papa John's.
No, but yeah, everyone in that commercial was soon to be unemployed besides Nikki Bella, who was only in there so they could zoom in on the pizza and also her low-cut top. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's two prevailing theories. One of which is that WWE has somehow been able to get their hands on the Max data. The HBO Max viewership data.
What is it, like the knock list in Mission Impossible? They got their hands on it.
Well, what I'm saying is that that's not public knowledge. It's not like Nielsen ratings.
Yeah.
And Meltzer says that, he was reporting a couple months ago that the actual ratings for Dynamite are 2 or 3 times larger because of the large amount of people now watching on HBO Max.
Okay.
And that one of the theories is that WWE has gained access to those numbers and has now seen that their ratings are actually much higher. The other theory is that TKO basically didn't do their research when they bought WWE, and they assumed that they still had a total monopoly over the business and that they would be able to pay wrestlers shit salaries with no benefits. Because the thing is, that's what the UFC does.
Yeah.
Their fighters are paid total shit because the UFC has a monopoly on MMA pretty much, so the fighters can't go anywhere else. So TKO, when they bought WWE, didn't know about AEW or didn't think that they were that much of a threat. So now this directive is coming from TKO on high because they want to drive AEW out of business so they can go back to paying wrestlers whatever they want.
Got to get good, man. Fans always win at this point.
And ultimately, I want to say something else, because one thing is that apparently this push is that they're trying to go after AEW's TV ratings to try to make this their last TV deal, which... Yeah,
they're pushing TNA to oppose them with a new TV media rights deal, and they want them to go on Wednesday nights. I keep hearing that.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
Why?
No one is going to fucking watch Impact over Dynamite.
So let them do it then. Let them do it. Let them waste their money.
Exactly, but I'm just saying that TNA is sitting in the wrestling cuck chair. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
But they're watching their metaphorical, business get fucked while they're sitting in the chair jacking off to it. That's what they're doing here.
I'm taking off right to take it.
But it really is miserable for TNA. And because what would you rather watch? You want to watch Swerve, Ospreay, Okada, or do you want to watch The System and
Fat Brian Myers?
No, well, Brian Myers is part of The System.
I know.
I'm trying to think of someone else. Because now, both of their titles are held by NXT talent, And, like, they're not going to fucking send anybody over there. Also, where the fuck are they even going to sign a TV deal?
Yeah, it's like Ashante Theodonis got released from WWE, and I hear he's drawing interest from TNA. Well, no shit, because he could fucking work for both companies.
Yeah, they have a cheat code where they can have talent and not pay them anything because they can just send them to TNA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think should be illegal, but
AJ, who showed up at TNA and AAA, re-signs with the WWE. I don't know when he's going to go away, dude. He's fucking older than me.
Well, he said he wanted to retire at age 40, and right now he's 48, so...
Yeah, I know, he's older than me. Naomi relinquished women's title last night on Raw. She's pregnant. Good. Get rid of her and Jimmy. I don't want to see them again.
Jimmy? No, actually, I think Jimmy knows more than, like, 3 words.
Your boy, our boy, Konosuke Take a Shit Takeshita wins the G1 Climax.
I have some thoughts about this.
Go ahead.
A lot of people are really pissed off. Not that Takeshita won, because everybody loves Takeshita.
How can you not?
But the problem is, Evil made it to the fucking finals. Now, I know you don't watch New Japan.
I know who Evil is. I've played Fire Pro Wrestling World.
Yeah, well, that game was made when Evil was still good. But ever since he's been the head of House of Torture, who was all about in-ring chicanery to win their matches.
What is it with that word chicanery with you? You've said it a lot. I've noticed on previous episodes.
You've never seen Better Call Saul?
Yeah, but I say chicanery.
Chicanery.
Yeah, potato. Your mom.
Well, your sister. Anyway, it's very... What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, the semifinals of the tournament, Evil takes on Yota Tsuji. Now, again, the New Japan and Ito, who's the booker, has had a serious problem where they just refuse to push younger guys. Because the problem right now is they have all this very young, promising talent that Ito just refuses to let win. So, for one reason or another. I don't know. And Yota Tsuji, I and most people agree, is the one who is most ready to go to to be world champion. He's the most complete package. And then they had him fucking lose to Evil.
I don't know.
And everyone's pissed off. Everyone's fucking pissed off at that. Because nobody likes Evil. Apparently, the Japanese fans like him, and they're the ones who, pay for the... and they're the ones who pay for the tickets, but...
Evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
As any anime or JRPG fan knows, the Japanese companies don't give a shit about what the international audience is like. They care what the Japanese audience likes.
Well, hallelujah. Sammy Callahan's fat ass finally retired.
He's fat!
Yeah, apparently he has had some health complications.
Yeah, well, have you seen him? I think he has a portable dialysis machine and he has on him during the match. I mean, fat fuck. And finally, in miscellaneous news, before we get into some shows here, before we go to the Hall of Shame, Travis Heckel, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's done the artwork for all of Jim Cornette's podcasts for years, right? Well, he just quit. He quit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why. He just put something up on Twitter, and Jim said something about it on an interview, or on one of the podcast things, but I didn't listen to it yet. So hold on, before we go to a Forbidden Door preview, I would like to go to an Emergence review because I don't know what happened last time.
Who the fuck cares?
Indy Hartwell defeated Rosemary by pinfall in the pre-show. And the hometown man defeated Ryan Nemeth, who can't get booked anywhere. That guy.
Who's the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth?
Yeah.
Star, stuntman, and actor in an off-Broadway show?
Oh, my God. Yeah, he lost to the hometown man, who I don't know who that is. Hold on, I'm going to click. Cody Deaner.
Oh, God.
God, he looks like fucking Brandon Marsh plays for the Phillies. Leon Slater, TNA X Division. He does. He looks exactly like him. Singles match for the TNA X Division Championship. Leon Slater defeated Cedric Alexander in 14:28. Matt Cardona defeated Mustafa Ali, Mustafa Ali. Wait a minute. So, yeah, listen to all the people Ali had with him. Tasha Steeles, Agent Zero, and the Great Hands. J. John Schuyler and Jason Hotch. 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Well, Mustafa Ali has like his own security detail.
Ooh, First Class. AJ Francis and Rich Swann defeated the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. What happened to Casey Navarro?
They kicked him out.
Really? They just wrestled at like Slammiversary. Because it's First Class with the two money signs, right?
No. I got that mixed up with AJ Kazana and Casey Kazana, which is the country gentleman in NWA.
We can thank Mike Santana because he beat Sami Callihan in 11-13 in a Baltimore street fight. Since Callihan lost, he retired from in-ring competition. As Mike Santana smashed his dialysis machine over his head in protest that he ever get in a match again. In 11 minutes and 22 seconds, a four-way tag team match for the Knockouts World Tag Title. The Elegance brand defeated the Inspiration,
by Elegance.
Fatal Influence,
He's from NXT,
and Lei Ying Lee and Zia Brookside. Yeah, 11 minutes and 22 seconds. That's pretty quick for a four-way tag team match.
Too quick.
Steve Macklin defeated Jake Something by pinfall at 12:22. No disqualification, no count out to retain the TNA International title. The Hardys retained the TNA World Tag Team titles against the Rascals, Zachary Wentz and Myron Reed, by pinfall at 11:52. And Trick Williams defeated Moose to keep the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Moose.
Right.
It
Stinks this place.
That's right, it stinks.
Yeah, fight him. Get my face kicked in. You wanna be inside summit? Huh? Alright, Forbidden Doors coming up on Sunday.
Okay, can you get the format out?
I got it up. Alright, Golden Lovers, Omega and Ibushi, Darby Allin, Old Man Grandma Knees, Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay versus the Moxley Plumbing LLC of Castagnoli and Moxley, the Young Fucks, and hopefully he can get off at Ace for that day, Gabe Kidd.
Mr. Instant Replay, and I forget what the other buck is called.
All right,
their backyard wrestling names, where now their shirts are being sold at half price at the AEW merch stands.
This is a lights-out street fight, a lights-out steel cage match. Is it one cage?
I don't know.
I don't think it can be for 10 fucking people. That's going to be like when I used to have cage matches with these fucking milk crates with my fucking rings in the 80s. Like, guys are going to pile on top of each other. It's crazy, bro. Hurt Syndicate, don't know who they're facing yet. I'm saying FTR.
We'll find that by the time this airs, we'll know.
Yeah, but I'm calling FTR. Okada's going to take on Swerve Strickland for the unified title. Timeless Tony's going to take on Athena for the AEW Women's World title. Mercedes Moné is going to defend the TBS title against Alex Windsor from AEW, Persephone from CMLL, and a to be determined who's going to be from Stardom. Do we have any idea who it might be?
No.
None at all.
No. I have no idea.
Kyle Fletcher defends the TNT title against Hiromu Takahashi from New Japan. Zack Sabre Jr. defends the IWGP title against Nigel McGuinness with Daniel Garcia.
I'm very excited for this match.
So my Hangman against MJF. I think MJF wins it.
Also very excited. I do not. It's Hangman's first pay-per-view defense.
He's a transitional champion. Always will be.
No, he's not. He's AEW's main character.
Okay, watch when he loses Sunday. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne in a tag team match. That needs to be on the fucking pre-show. Never have I cared less.
Sabian.
Oh, and did you hear about Joey Dick Flip Ryan? He was supposed to make a comeback on Saturday in Portland tomorrow from when
it got canceled because people. Yeah, it got canceled.
Yeah, because he's a fucking big piece of shit. That's why.
Yeah, Joey Dick Flip Ryan. That clip is just absurd.
It's absurd. It's up there with the invisible fucking grenade.
No,
it's worse. No,
it's an insult to the invisible grenade. The invisible grenade is
there's
funny.
Nothing but it's insults abound with the invisible grenade.
Fire ant, soldier ant,
ice cream, man, whatever the fuck he was called. I have to go look at my old cards from WWE 14, whatever it was. All right, are we ready to do this? Let's take it home.
Orange Cassidy was Fire Ant. I know that.
Let's take it home here with. Now, this isn't going to be the Hall of Fame. This isn't the Hall of Fame class. We have to weed it down because there is so much shit here. Like, Jake Hager retiring recently. Hit the sound effect.
Well, wait. Well, no, that's not in the Hall of Shame.
I just forgot to mention it, but nobody cares. But anyway.
No, he's starting a trucking company.
Good for him. He can just truck his ass on out here. Goodbye. All right.
This hat.
I'm going to jump around a bit because I don't want to do too many of them.
So now, I would like to say the criteria. In order for a wrestler to earn the honor of being inducted into this prestigious hall
of shit,
they must prove that they are a true... Now, how do I say this? They just make me fucking laugh whenever I see them.
Basically, you just had to be mentioned on the show more than once, basically, and that was the criteria.
Through one way or another, has demonstrated exemplary comedic ability.
All right, I'm going to bring up the names and possibly the reasons why they're being inducted. Think the Nuremberg trial for crimes against wrestling.
No, you say the names, and I'll say the reasons and explain why.
All right, let's give it off with one of your favorites and mine. The guy you waited out. You almost interviewed the Temple University athletic director by accident, Von Wagner.
Hey, Kyle, you think I'm stupid?
Yeah.
You want to leave that cage up come Tuesday? I love that idea. You might have saw it coming tonight, but come Tuesday, you're going to have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. My war has just begun. For that promo alone, he has earned his place. But yes, between looking like a prehistoric Adam Copeland and looking like he belongs on a 1930s anti-Semitic propaganda poster
of what Jews look like in Germany, yeah.
Yes.
Or the guy, one of his parents is one of the cave people from the old Geico commercials. Has to be.
Von Wagner, real name Brian Bloom, who is now
son of one of the Beverly brothers. We established that.
Yes, is a true exemplar in the field of being so uncharismatic, he becomes charismatic. Hey, Jack, take those stupid sunglasses off. We're inside.
All right, another one of your favorites.
I would like to thank Von Wagner.
D. David Schultz.
Oh boy. Dr. D, possibly my personal favorite. So Dr. D has earned this place for his amazing promo work, which I have a little aside here that made me think of Dr. D. I was playing Death Stranding 2 a couple weeks ago, the current front runner for the Iconoclast Game of the Year award for 2025. And there's a thing in that where it talks about steel-toed boots. And all I can think of is Dr. D's promo that he cut on Sergeant Slaughter, where he goes into this whole rant about him wearing steel-toed combat boots.
Yes, I heard that one.
And why you wouldn't wear steel-toed combat boots. Because when he was in Vietnam, he would never wear steel-toed combat boots.
So he
when
shit
they go
on
to King-
Robert. He shit on Bob Remus's gimmick, just right on fucking television.
Who's Bob Remus?
That's Sergeant Slaughter's real name.
But he did between insinuating that Hulk Hogan frequented prostitutes that dressed in drag.
That was quite a promo, even for the day.
Yeah, the promo where he talks about strapping people to a tree on their birthday and whipping them whipping them, which is another promo he did. The promo where he shows Vince a shotgun.
But what about the most famous? This is why he's
John
being inducted.
Stossel.
He wanted a what?
He wanted a woman. You hear me? I wanted a woman. Man, I a woman. I found a lot of men that want women. And that's where you belong. In San Francisco, Hulk Hogan, because that's your place. That's your kind of people, because you never had a woman, baby.
What's so funny, Gene? He lost
That's
it.
funny. Oh, yeah, because Gene just fucking breaks in all the promos, and then Dr. D starts fucking yelling at him.
All right, some of these go actually together. Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant for masturbating under a glass table while a hooker crapped on him, and Robert Gibson for staying to witness said act, and also for having
a very large penis.
Yeah, the guy's got a fucking...
And also for looking like Joe Flaherty.
Yes. Jackass! Oh,
yes, these are more your inductees than mine, but...
All right, let's get to some of yours then.
My main exposure to Robert Gibson was when him and Ricky Morton were kidnapped by John Moxley.
Oh, God, stop bringing that up. But John Moxley, this is the last one I'll do, and then I'll bring up some of yours and you can tell me. John Moxley for being the worst pushed wrestler of all time.
I disagreed with this.
No shit. Goes from top heel for a year to wrestling Kevin Knight at what looked like to be the Poughkeepsie Dinner Theater on the 813 Dynamite in the opening match, no less. Fuck him.
Nothing wrong with being in the opening match.
Fuck you. Next, I'm going to do some of yours. CM
Again,
Punk.
Say the name. Okay. CM Punk is in here for being just a fucking... becoming a parody of himself over the last 15 years. Between sucking the dicks of the Saudi Arabian princes... Endlessly trying to badly replicate his pipe bomb promo from 15 years ago, losing a job in AEW where he had everything he could ever want because he was a spoiled little shit, starting a backstage fight for no fucking reason.
Oh, there's always reasons.
Let's see, what else has he done? Just generally being insufferable on the internet. Did you know the last time he successfully defended a world title was against Ryback?
Yeah, I know. We talked about that. That's when Ryback fucking tore his one knee or something. Like or he tilted his pelvis or something. He hit him so hard because he was fucking dumb shit.
Ryback.
All right, Sonny Siaki's ass.
So Sonny Siaki, the wrestler, does not belong in here, but
just his ass.
But what's just his ass, solely for the promo in TNA, where Goldilocks asks somebody, he says, "You look at Sonny Siaki's ass." Nobody looks at Sonny Siaki's ass without asking Sonny Siaki. So we are going to surgically amputate Mr. Siaki's buttocks, place it in the Hall of Fame.
Yep. That's what we're gonna do.
He was actually in the Flying Elvises. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
He's in the first ever TNA match, the Flying Elvises. It's Sonny Siaki, Jorge Estrada, and Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang, Jesus Christ. Tonga Loa.
The greatest technical wrestler of our time. So Tonga Loa has earned his place in our prestigious Hall of Shame for, despite being at least a 15-year veteran by this point, quite possibly the most botch-prone wrestler I've ever seen. Between botching a
Can't buy a
low
move.
blow. What?
Can't buy a move.
He botched a low blow on Kevin Owens to I don't even know what he did against Okada in the G1 a few years ago, where he just kept slapping him on the chest.
That was fucking ridiculous.
Botching a knee to the chin where he fell over. Attempting a 619 where he was caught in the ropes and then fell over.
They did the move anyway.
Yes, and they did the move anyway. Holding up the tag team championship belts in WWE the wrong way, so the side plates were showing that they hadn't replaced them yet. What else?
Doesn't matter. That's not that big a deal.
God, you could just keep fucking going with Pankaloa. I mean, he is a true master of the botch.
How about
I have to wonder if he wrestled Bryan Danielson, if it would just be the most average match ever. Not good, not bad, just average, because his botchness would, cancel out Danielson's, technical mastery.
It's like when you were talking about Ospreay wrestling Jericho. You were like, basically, that's like wrestling with a 280-pound vest on. So.
Yeah.
All right, another one of our favorites, Virgil.
Virgil is on here for a strange reason. I don't know why. I just can't help but fucking laugh whenever I see his face.
Yeah, you laughed him right into the grave. We started bringing him up, and he fucking died.
So I really don't have much to say here. I mean, he's just Virgil, a.k.a. Vincent, a.k.a. Curly Bill, a.k.a. Shane, real name Mike Jones.
WW Mike Jones. All right, one of mine. Since you inducted Sonny Siaki's ass, I got a tie here. We got to break the tie. The squirrel in Sid Vicious's tights, or the dump that Sid took in his pants against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 13.
Wait, was that the same match?
No. Squirrel's different. He used to bring it along on the road. The squirrel's not in the tights during the match, you dumb fuck. Are you crazy? You know how many people could get hurt? When you watch The Undertaker's face when he tombstoned Sid at WrestleMania 13, there's a fucking shitball in there. Looks like one of the people I see running down the fucking hallway at the nursing home. Watched a woman take a shit out in this area where they all hang out. I call it the zoo, right? They would watched a woman shit and try to bury it like a fucking cat today. Not an inch of a line. Her psych had to come get her. Oh my god, she's crazy. She had shit all the way up her fucking neck. Fucking disgusting. I already think this woman might stab me over a cigarette. It's like Arkham Asylum, dude. It's crazy. The people aren't as interested in these pedophiles.
Who are you, Aaron Cash?
I wish I'd have that really cool hook.
Cash had a hook because Croc bit off his hand.
Well, I'd be like the guy with the hook and the eye patch, where you can't do that on television. Billy Jack Haynes.
Oh, Billy Jack is here for a truly great reason.
Being crazy.
Even before his wife's murder, he was a favorite on our show for being in one of Taco's childhood favorite matches and throwing up on the back of Hercules and cutting a historic... No, Hercules cut the promo.
Yeah.
But
he's not going in for the promo.
No. Hercules actually did some shit.
It's debatable, however you fucking talk about it.
But then Billy Jack is just a true man. From killing his wife to being the Kung Lao of Portland to, see what else, to claiming that he is Vince McMahon's brother, secret brother, to claiming that he knew that he saw the Boys on the Tracks murder.
And did it. And turned himself and ratted on himself or something. Called the cops on himself.
No. He says that he didn't do it. He witnessed it and moved the bodies.
He also has the only evidence that Vince McMahon was Daniel Benoit's father.
And killed them.
Yeah.
But then...
What poor soul trusted him with that?
And so then, also for being part of a great memory relating to this show, where Taco attempted to keep trying to beat me when I was in the middle of a European history midterm.
That was a fucking emergency, dude. It was a fucking... it was like Waco with David Koresh.
You kept trying to fucking call me. I was in the middle of an exam about like the 8-piece war or something. And probably is what it was about. And then, I get out of class and I see I have like a dozen text messages and 5 missed calls.
Dude.
And then I call you while I'm on the way, and it was so early, the only person who was fucking reporting on it was Hannibal.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I almost put into this Hall of Shame, but I decided not to.
Yeah, because I was just giving too much attention. But dude, when I called you, the standoff was going on.
They were, he was throwing his hat out with the blades on it, and he was killing police officers.
Kung Lao of Portland. Yep, that's it.
Oh wow! Not even the best Mortal Kombat. He's not even like the Kenshi of Portland. He's Kung Lao.
All right, let's start closing this down here. Stevie Richards and Maven both get inducted for pretending to be somebody.
Yeah, they infinitely pissing me off because their YouTube videos constantly show up in my recommendations.
Me too.
Where with Maven's clickbait thumbnails and Stevie Richards looking like he's a fucking AI-generated image.
I wish he was.
Again, they just pretend to fucking be somebody. They just piss me off. I refuse to watch any of their videos.
I never have.
Stevie Richards.
Joey Ryan for the dick flip maneuver and being like a date rapist or whatever.
He doesn't deserve to be in here.
Yes, he does. He's a piece of shit. Just for that mustache alone. How about this guy?
No,
Chuck Taylor for the invisible grenade spot and having no fucking physique whatsoever.
Chuck Taylor is a great technical wrestler. Just like
Shut up and tell me why you think the Great Khali belongs in here.
You know exactly why the Great Khali belongs in here. His social media presence. Between doing the push-ups with the death rapper music, posting a video where he was trying to chop down a tree with his own hands, just generally being hilarious when he was in WWE, crushing buttons with his hands, and just the story you tell about him having a large penis.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, it's like the size of your foot, soft. And I have a size 12. I didn't have this on the list I sent you, but he has to get in. The Booty Man. I mean, I don't even have to say why, do I? It's the fucking Booty Man.
It's the Booty Man.
Okay, we got a couple left here, and I'm bringing it on home strong. Mega Man Tom McGee for breaking Jim Powers' leg at the August 89 house show. And we're inducting Jim Powers for getting his leg broken and almost being blown by Pat Patterson.
Did either of them do anything else?
Paul, what? Jim Powers and Mega Man? No. Not all.
They were just stars of the Wild House shows.
All right, I'm finishing off with two of my favorites, and the last one's a long one, but you'll be very interested as the story goes along, trust me. All right, the penultimate nominee is Jerry Estrada. 4, are you ready? Throwing 3, count them 3 hookers off of hotel balconies. Being a coke mule for the cartel and accused of deflowering multiple male talents. See why I say that one? All right. What do you have to say about old Jerry Estrada? I don't know too much about him, that he's just a hooker slayer.
I just want to know if he's related to Jorge Estrada from TNA.
Probably, but Estrada could be like the Spanish, like, Jones knows. All right.
Former member of Sports Entertainment Extreme.
And finally, this is the guy you asked me about who the fuck he was in a text the other day. This is an hysterical story. I got some of it from Jim Cornette. Some of it I read about when it actually happened. Glenn Kulka, former Canadian Football League player who went to college at the University of Tennessee. He was like a big local hero. That he was at Power Pro Wrestling, which was in Memphis, the WWF developmental before OVW. He goes out for his first match in Regina, Saskatchewan, where he actually used to play in the CFL. Fucking sold out, 4,000 people there. Goes out in his first match, gets on the second turnbuckle, plays to the crowd, jumps off, turns out, breaks his fucking leg when he comes down. This is 1998. And guess who his opponent was?
Who?
Don Callis. Who, as he's laying there, Callis has to kick him and then hit him with a foreign object and gets the pin. The event killed the independent scene in Regina. Now they can't draw more than 100 people. Ever since.
Don Callis, truly one of the greatest heels in the history of pro wrestling.
He's got his fucking feces all over everything, doesn't he? I don't know. We're going to have to look at this list over the course of the next week or so, because we got to do a show next week for Forbidden Door. Always my favorite show.
ECW, TNA, AEW.
EC3.
Everywhere.
Where is EC1 and 2?
No.
All right, man. I guess that'll be it for this week.
All right. Sign off.
Good night, everybody.
Get your hand off my penis!